Dí is maríomh a lochféachana agus fáilte chuig cosna hána anad cultúra an cóilteas an seo in inis chunt an chlár, mar bhfuil sesiún múntóirte Rinci Beirte siúl. Hello there and welcome to Cosna Hána, the Coltis Cultural Centre here in Ennis, County Clare, where a teaching session on two-hand dances is underway. The main purpose of this video is to give dance lovers an opportunity to learn dances in couples, or two-hand dances as we more commonly call them, to enable them to participate fully at Céileatha, and hopefully with a little encouragement from teachers and organisers of Céileatha, some of these dances will be included in the dance programme at any Céile being organised in any part of the world where they have not been featured up to now. These dances have been part of our living dance tradition for centuries, just like our Céile and country set dances, but regrettably have been somewhat neglected in recent years. Before each dance, the steps and movements of the particular dance will be demonstrated by Brenda Hogan and myself. The two-hand reel is the first dance Brenda and I are going to demonstrate for you in this video. There are 3 movements, each taking 8 bars. The dance goes like this. Now, I should say that there are variations in this particular dance. Instead of doing hop, hop, and 1, 2, 3, we could do down, up, and 1, 2, 3. Okay? So that the second 8 bars will go like this. Down, up, and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. Down, up, and 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. And instead of all dancing 8 trees around, we swing like this. Another version, fairly common in Munster. We just swing for 8 bars. And then we start off to dance again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's a few ways of doing this swing, the Céile hold swing. This is another way we can swing. Or, which is a common in Ulster, catching this way. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So plenty of variety in our swing. One other variation I should mention is in the third 8 bars. Instead of dancing the glider, jump 1, 2, 3s around, dancers could also dance skip or hop 1, 2, 3s in real time. Now I'm going to invite the dancers we have here taking part in the video to demonstrate the two-hand reel in one particular way, dancing hop, hop 1, 2, 3s in the second 8 bars and dancing 8 glide or jump 3s around in the third 8 bars. The next dance we are going to demonstrate is Port na Siamsa, a two-hand jig. And now Brenda and I will be joined by the other couples in dancing the two-hand jig. We now move on to a dance called the Rinci Beirte on Stacky Northern in Gaelic. There are 3 versions, and we're going to demonstrate the first version, which is known as the Dublin Céilí version. We're now going to dance the second version of the Rinci Beirte, known as the Connemara version. And there are variations in this. The first time around, Brenda and myself were going to, in the second 8 bars, we're going to dance 8 hop 1 2 3s. And the second time around, we're going to do 6 hop 1 2 3s and 4 hops at the end. move on to the third version. I call it the American version. This is danced around the east coast of North America in places like New York, Boston, and other cities on the eastern seaboard. And it goes like this. We now continue with another dance in hornpipe tempo called Rinci Beirte, a two-hand hornpipe. Now there are two variations, and we're going to show you just the first variation, and the variation occurs in the first 8 bars. We dance hop 1, hop 2, hop 1 to 3, and it goes like this. Now the second version, instead of doing hop back and 1 to 3s in the opening 8 bars, we dance hop 1, hop 2, hop rock 2, 3. And Brenda and myself will now demonstrate the second version. The group are now going to demonstrate both versions. First time round, they're going to dance the hop 1, hop 2, hop 1 to 3s. The second time round, they're going to dance the rocks. Next on the program is a dance known by many names. We have called Shoot Donkey, the Verse of Vienna, Patsy Haley for her helpings, and it's the Hen Gun. And here it goes. explain how this dance is performed. As to how we hold our partners, some will catch hands in front, right hands over left hands, others will place hands behind partner's back, one hand or both. In performing the dance, couples can either face clockwise around in a circle, or as in Donegal, face each other like in the walls of Limerick. And sometimes when dancing the first 8 bars, one couple goes under the arch made by the other couple, and then the other couple makes the arch on the way back. 2 bars for each exchange. Next on the programme is a dance called the Shatish. It has many names, many versions, and we're only just going to do one version in this video, and away we go. We now continue with another two-in dance called the Peeler and the Goat, and we're going to dance it to the tune of the Peeler and the Goat. Next on the agenda is a dance called a two-hand Highland. Now, some people might call this by different names when they hear the tune, so here it goes. Now, before we continue with the group performing this dance, I'd just like to point out a few variations. First, in regard to the hands, instead of catching behind, we can catch hands in front, right hands over left hands, and perform like this. Now, another variation is in the actual footwork. And this is another variation, and it goes like this. And yet another variation, and this time it goes like this. And finally, the last version, and we could be at this all day. There are so many versions, and it goes like this. And now we're going to demonstrate just one version of the dance, the one that Brendan and myself did first. Now we're going to demonstrate another version of this dance from Ballyvourne in West Cork, and it's doubled up, just more or less in double time. Away we go. And now we're going to finish off this video with a dance. We're breaking the normal pattern of this video by doing a three-hand dance, dance with three people, and it's a three-hand Highland, and it goes like this. There you saw members of the group perform the Three-Hen Highland, which is a popular dance in the northwest of the country, in the counties Donegal, Sligo, Mayo in particular, and also in West Cork. We thought we should include this dance because of the close link to the Two-Hand Highland and also to add a touch of variety. For some of you viewing this video, seeing these dances again may have brought back happy memories of the television series called Beirte on television in the 1960s, where some of these dances were regularly featured. We may not have covered all the variations in the dances shown on this video. In fact, I'm certain we didn't. If you have a version different to that demonstrated, be sure to pass it on for posterity. We hope that you've enjoyed the video and found the dances easy to learn, and will dance them at some Céilithe or other Irish cultural events in whatever part of the world you reside. Slán agus beannacht.